Michigan State already on that on-ball screen. They're going to high hedge really aggressively when Turner's coming off that screen.
Ayrault backing down Anderson, turns and scores. Has Van Sluten. Kick for Halleck. 3-ball. Rattled out. Tate the rebound. Second chance points. Good. Ayrault against Anderson, who picked up the foul. Now here's Tate, who's off to a terrific start. Halleck a 3. Got it. And a timeout for Kerry Moore.
And just look at the floor spacing from Michigan State right now. Doing a great job. It's going to present easy looks exactly like that. Great on ball and a nice dump off.
Yep. Nyla Hampton on the floor wearing 22 for Michigan State. Tate sets, and that's a 2.
Baited Tate into taking that shot. It was in her range, and she took it. And now again, Halleck gets in the passing lanes, and they're off to the running.
Worked on Rodriguez, couldn't finish, recovered. Carly White out of there with it, and a backcourt foul. Rodriguez catch and shoot 3, and off the mark, and Abigail Wright cleans up the miss from Morocco. White working against Nyla Hampton. Against Tate. Baseline goes Carly White, and it got blocked. Van Sluten came over to make the play. And Sparty shutting the door on the basket early against the Ivy League champs in Raleigh. Here's Tate. Van Sluten calling for the ball against Abigail Wright. Halleck, direct dribble from the wing, and over the inline, out of bounds. It will stay with the Spartans, but we get a timeout. Wright squares up on Halleck. Spinning back, will score and draw the foul. Nice move by the sophomore, Abigail Wright.
This is Abigail Wright. Nice job. Just attacking off the dribble. The smaller Halleck on her.
Rodriguez to Wright, back inside to Elena with 8 to shoot. Spins around, got it blocked by Van Sluten. Turner with 5. Spartans only had 1 made field goal in the last 6 minutes of quarter 1. Hampton through the lane, left-hand layup, good. Family of Spartan players and athletes. Her dad, a football player at Michigan State, brother, and a younger brother who's playing at Western Michigan. Ayrault for Van Sluten against Rodriguez. Little soft fall away, good. Grace Van Sluten's first points, 5th best field goal shooter in the Big Ten. Here are the Spartans with Halleck. Lob in the backdoor cut and catch, and Ayrault had it blocked by Elena Rodriguez.
And Ayrault on that pass, but a phenomenal recovery on that play by Rodriguez.
11 minutes in their Big Ten tournament loss to Iowa. Halleck feeds Van Sluten, blocked by Turner. 12 to shoot for Rodriguez. Here's Turner.
Nice pass.
Bounce pass, catch, layup, Elena Rodriguez.
Great job curling out the screen. You see Nyla Hampton over helping by Van Sluten, and she was not able to.
Turner thought about going to Rodriguez, instead stays to the strong side. Krupa, 5 to shoot, stolen. This is Sotelo open floor in the layup. Inez Sotelo, a terrific defensive play. Michigan State. And Inez Sotelo from Valencia, Spain with the steal.
We talked about at the outset, this is going to be a defensive battle. Both of these teams are really good on the defensive end of the floor, and whoever's able to get into their offense here, make it.
13 to shoot for Turner, about a 24-second differential. Splits the double, pull up at the foul line, off the glass and in.
That was a beautiful highlight play.
Beat Vermont by 20, but that's really misleading in terms of how close the ball game was. Certainly for 30 minutes, and about 35 it felt like today. Elena Rodriguez cuts right into the deficit.
Only down 2 possessions at halftime after not playing well, as you mentioned.
There's a drive by Simmons. Van Sluten the rebound, blocked by Rodriguez and cleaned up by the veteran. Atira on the floor, wears number 6 for Harvard. Remember now, Tate back out there after the foul trouble. Inside to catch and score. There's Turner. Van Sluten sets the screen. Halleck on the drive and the score.
Nice job by Halleck.
26-23. The Spartans push it back to a 3-point edge. Turner for Rodriguez. Again, the basket against Van Sluten. And now Sotelo out of the corner. They get it to Van Sluten on the Hampton delivery and a foul.
Right here on this low block does a phenomenal job of demanding position on that low block. Help does not come over. She's one-on-one, and phenomenal job.
Front court on the hard dribble is Hampton. Sotelo sets and hits.
Or else this game could explode to a double-digit lead.
Halleck into traffic, skips it to the corner. Tate, another three. And a timeout for Harvard.
And that's when Michigan State has been at their best.
Glenn Bello for Turner with 10 to shoot. Oh.
Looked like she had an opening right there. Might have been the
Fed Wright who caught it after Harmony Turner hit the deck, and Abigail Wright's got her third field goal and 7 points. Turner tried to split the double, went to the deck. Oh, nice pass through traffic. Rodriguez in the corner. Here's White. 3-ball, first of the day for Harvard. Sotelo lost it, and here's Turner. Breaking away with the steal, and the layup and one. Harmony Turner.
She still had control of the ball and was able to wait for a little bit of contact and finish. Right here, she slows down and leans a little bit into Sotelo to generate that foul and a three-point opportunity.
Turner against Hampton. Reverse dribble, that's a three, and it's good. Wow. Half minute to go in the third. Van Sluten trying to set the pick. On the roll and one on the Glenn Bello foul. That's her third foul. Fourth already on the evening. It feels like she has not played that much this afternoon. 10 to shoot. Tate to work. And it got blocked down low. Turner rebound. Yep. Atira high arcing three. Nope. Spartans the rebound, and Hampton the other way.
Harvard continues to struggle from the three-point line. 11% on 2 of 18.
Van Sluten and one on the Rocco foul.
9th and 10th free throws. And right now, Harvard just cannot do anything once Van Sluten gets the ball on the low block. She either gets an easy open layup or is getting herself to the free throw line.
Tate on the drive and the score. Jocelyn Tate, 6'2" and change, swatted that out of there after the Tate score.
Yeah, just good job by Tate on that closeout. She's been quiet in the second half, but when she's been able to get to the rim, she's been effective all day long as Tate.
Van Sluten.
Michigan State's been at their best when they're going downhill or when they're spacing the floor and getting one-on-one looks for Van Sluten on the low block.
Boy, look at Halleck.
So fast in the open court.
Here's Halleck again. Spot up. And that hit the flange and caroms right down to Elena Rodriguez. White out of the corner for three. Carly White has got 2 of the 3 Harvard threes in the ball game. 15-point lead for the Spartans. Inside 6 to go. Rodriguez blocked by Aralt. In disbelief is Elena Rodriguez.
Yeah, good idea, but she shoots the ball with her right hand right there. Goes right into the defender, giving Aralt. Well, Jocelyn Tate's name is all over that. She drew the defensive assignment on Harmony Turner from the beginning of the game. Did a great job of chasing her around screens.
There's the catch and score for Aralt. Checks out of the ball game. There's White, another 3. Aralt pulls down the rebound. There's the lead. Van Sluten the catch. Oh no, it's Sotelo. Inez Sotelo.
Defensively creating some turnovers, and right now Harvard's not getting back in transition. Sotelo's able to get behind the defense, if you will, for that easy layup. She was recruited by everyone, recruited by teams in the SEC and the Big 10, Big 12. And he sat her down in his office once again and said, Harmony, do you trust me? Mentality and leadership so that you don't have to be the one that's setting the tone, that your players set the tone.
Hampton pushes up a 3, and it's good.
Pour gasoline on that transition offense that NC State loves to play.
Yep.
Michigan State can have to do a much better job taking care of the ball.
Rodriguez turns with the right hand. Elena Rodriguez, her 4th field goal.
Well, if you listen to any sound bites from these players, they talk about the belief they have, and Harmony Turner with a three-pointer right there, again on a nice dribble three-pointer roll off the line.
8 to shoot, and Cooper knocked it away. Another turnover.
Good job by Cooper coming over the high side. Nice outlet pass.
Carly White scores.
In one of the rare fast break opportunities by Harvard, their 8th fast break point.
64-50 is the final. Robin Fralick's Spartans go to 22-9.